आपकी धीमी चाल मायने नहीं रखती दोस्तों, बल्कि तय की गई दूरी मायने रखती है। नमस्कार, वेलकम टू हेडलाइंस ऑफ द डे। इन दिस वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस important headlines of the Hindu, and our first important headline is Top Court upholds the constitution of Jammu and Kashmir delimitation panel. It is available on page number 1 and ye related to paper 2 polity and governance se. In this article we have to know about delimitation exercise of Jammu and Kashmir, role, recommendations and Supreme Court's recent observations in this context. So friends, recently Supreme Court dismissed a plea challenging the delimitation exercise carried out for redrawing the Assembly and Lok Sabha constituencies in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and court observed that Article 2 and 3 of the Indian Constitution enable the Parliament to create new states and Union Territories, and Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act, which created 2 new Union Territories, assigned the role of readjustment of constituencies to the Delimitation Commission under the Delimitation Act 2002. बाकी for other points friends, you can go through this article and इससे related content हमारी वेबसाइट पे भी अवेलेबल है and link अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में, ठीक। Our next important headline is Geosciences Community calls for broad panel of experts to power heritage bill. It is available on page number 1 and here related to paper 2 polity and governance. In this article we have to know what are the features and objectives of draft Geo Heritage Sites and Geo Relics Bill 2022, its criticisms and way ahead. So friends, the bill is aimed at protecting India's geological heritage that includes fossils, sedimentary rocks and natural structures, and the bill vests powers entirely in the Geological Survey of India that comes under the Ministry of Mines. Baki for other points you can go through this article, theek। Our next important headline is Aero India Expo showcases India's self-confidence Prime Minister. It is available on page number 5 and here related to paper 3 science and technology say. In this article we have to know about Aero India 2023. So friends, Aero India 2023 showcases the scope of defense industry as well as self-confidence of India, and it focused on made in India defense products, right? Our next important headline is House Rules and Weapon of Expansion. It is available on page number 6 and here related to paper 2 polity and governance. In this article we have to know what are the rules on expunging from the record and how is the decision to expunge a word taken, objectives, issues and what lies ahead. So friends, Article 105 of the Indian Constitution confers on members freedom of speech in the House and immunity from interference by the court for anything said in the House, and Rule 380 of the Rules of Procedure of the Lok Sabha and Rule 261 of Rules of Rajya Sabha give power to the presiding officers of these houses to expunge any word used in the debate which are defamatory, unparliamentary, undignified or indecent, right? बाकी for other points you can go through this article and इसको हमारी वेबसाइट पे बहुत अच्छे से कवर किया गया है and लिंक भी अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में, ठीक। Our next important headline is Hill or City Urban Planning cannot be an afterthought. It is available on page number 6 and here related to paper 3 disaster management say. In this article we have to know about the emerging problem in hilly urban India, reasons, impacts and suggest measures. So friends, land subsidence incidents in hilly urban India are becoming increasingly common and an estimated 12.6% of India's land area is prone to landslides, especially in Sikkim, West Bengal and Uttarakhand, and flood risk is the second issue because seasonal rain is now increasing in intensity and sometimes planned townships are approved without considering concerns for natural hazard. Therefore, in this context, any site development in hazardous zones needs assessment by geologists and an evaluation of its potential impact on nearby buildings, and cities also need to incorporate environmental planning and enhance natural open spaces, and urban master plans need to consider the impact of climate change and extreme weathers. Baki further points you can go through this article. Our next important headline is Constitutional Oath is not mere a formality. It is available on page number 7 and here related to paper 2 judiciary section say. In this article we have to know about judicial appointments, controversies, court's observations and way ahead. So friends, recently appointment of LC Victoria Gauri as an additional judge of the Madras High Court has generated huge controversy as some lawyers of the Madras High Court have opposed her appointment and the petitioner lawyers in their plea simply refer to the some speeches made by the advocate and flag them for being hate speeches. But recently, Supreme Court declined to entertain petitions challenging the appointment, and Victoria Gauri took the oath of the office in a ceremony. And friends, oath to be taken by a judge of High Court under Schedule 3 of the Indian Constitution, and it requires a declaration of allegiance to the Constitution and performance of duties without fear or favor, affection or ill will, right? बाकी इससे रिलेटेड कुछ कंटेंट हमारी वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल है फ्रेंड्स, आप वहां से देख लीजिएगा. उसके अलावा आप इस आर्टिकल को भी गो थ्रू कर सकते हैं. ठीक. Our next and last important headline is tackling postpartum depression. It is available on page number 8 and year related to paper 1 social issues से. In this article we have to know what constitutes postpartum depression. So friends, it is a real medical illness that can affect any mother regardless of age, income or culture or educational background. It is a significant form of depression that can begin after childbirth, and right treatment at the right time in fact leads to rapid recovery and better quality of life, right? Baki for other points you can go through this article. So with this, let's conclude our today's discussion. Thanks for listening. For regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.